Hey guys, welcome to another Test Miles video. I'm Nick Miles and we are in Mexico because the most advanced automotive factory in the world is going to be here making the brand new Audi Q5. Now this doesn't arrive in the United States for about 6 months, but we're lucky enough to be on an international test drive, to be putting it on the road and finding out what the American version will be like. So we'll be inside it, we'll be outside it, and we'll find out, does it live up to the Audi nameplate? So I've thrown Jeff into the back seat and been joined by Anthony Garbus. Anthony, you are obviously now well accustomed to being on Test Miles videos. You've been insulted, abused, and beaten up many a time. So you obviously, you're game for another round.
I have thick skin, you know. My sister used to do this to me too.
You have childhood trauma. Let's talk about this, the brand new Audi Q5. First question, will there be an RS version of this?
We have a Q5 and an SQ5.
Okay. This vehicle is made in the most technologically advanced auto manufacturing plant here in Mexico. What makes the plant where it's made so amazing?
It's a valid question I don't have an answer to.
Because I'm not the factory guy. Is that what you're just about to tell me?
Yeah.
Let me ask you questions about the car. Are you responsible for design or choosing the construction of this vehicle for the United States? Let's say the packaging of this vehicle.
Yes, that is what we do.
And so what do we go with?
So like we learned from, last month when we were driving all road, right? So you're going to see a lot of similarities between the whole family, the A4, A5, Q5 family, in terms of standard features. Like every Audi you get has standard xenon headlights. You have standard leather. You have LED taillight standard. This car comes with 18-inch wheels standard. Also, Presense City, which is our front collision warning and autonomous emergency braking, standard on every Q5. So a very well-equipped car just in the base trim level.
And we're only actually going to get one trim level in the United States to start with, right?
You're getting one engine and 3 trim levels. So like all Audis, we have Premium, Premium Plus, and Prestige, or the majority of Audis that don't have just one trim level. But this is the same as with our last generation Q5. But now you have a 1 motor, 2 liter, 252 horsepower, 273 pound-feet of torque, 0 to 60 in 5.9 seconds, and a 7-speed S-tronic transmission. And then you have Premium, Premium Plus, or Prestige.
Let me ask you a question about some of the technology in this. Obviously Audi is getting very close to a piloted vehicle. This has some of those features on, but those features won't necessarily be available in the United States to start with. Is that a legal thing, or is it just a content thing?
The Q5 will get all the same driver assistance features as the A4 and the A5, so you'll have lane assist and traffic jam assist and adaptive cruise. You already have the Presense City, you have side assist, blind spot monitoring, your rear cross traffic assist when you're backing out of a spot. So these are all available. They're assists though, they're not piloted driving. And so you'll see potentially piloted driving or moving more towards that in the future, but no one's at like a level 5 autonomous car. No one's past level 2 at the moment.
So this car will be able to do some steering on its own.
It's steering there to help keep you in your lane while you are driving the vehicle.
But can I take my hands off the wheel and reach for my sunglasses? It's a good thing we're on a very straight road. This vehicle well equipped, Audi Q5, rich history in the United States.
Yes, it's the most important car that we sell. It surpassed the A4 in sales in 2013, and it's just been going up ever since. You see a big shift in the segment from sedans to SUVs as well, especially in the US. And so we're now taking all the same technologies, all the improvement in driving dynamics from the A4 and putting them into the new Q5.
This was the #1 selling car in its segment for a number of years.
It depends how you define the segment.
Premium luxury crossovers of an interior, comparable interior space.
If you're doing X3, GLK, like the old before the GLC, yes, it's really one of the benchmark and volume leader.
It's a highly popular car.
Very popular.
This vehicle coming to the United States sometime around April 2017.
Yeah, you'll see it in spring next year.
It'll be a 2018 model?
Yes, it is. We have a 2017 now, which is our existing car, and it's final model year.
All right. How have we changed this car from the 2017 model? So what are the updates?
Everything. It's completely new.
Right.
There's nothing carryover. So new motor, new transmission, new platform. This is on the new MLB Evo platform. New suspensions. You have new 5-link suspension front and rear. You also have a new Quattro system in this car, which we spoke about last month with Allroad. The Allroad follows the same logic, or the Q5 follows Allroad with a new drivetrain system. It's always going to be powered by the front wheels, and it's powering the rear wheels when it needs it, based on driving conditions, road conditions, how you're driving the car.
Right.
All these are taken into account.
And the car, again, thinks faster than I can.
It thinks ahead of what's going to happen.
And this is read from road conditions like temperature,
yes.
steering,
how hard you're braking, how hard you're accelerating, coefficient of friction at the wheels, so it knows it's going to break through the traction circle. It knows it needs to have rear wheels on based on 500 milliseconds in advance of what's going to happen.
What's the most outstanding thing about this vehicle? Because we've driven it off-road, we've driven it on-road. It handles well in both situations. The idea was to make this car more dynamic on-road and capable off-road.
It's put into three main topics. Its driving dynamics are improved. So one of the main reasons why a lot of people buy Q5s is because of driving dynamics. They're interested in it, and the Q5 fulfills that. So we've made it better. So we've made it sportier. It's also more comfortable. It's also faster. And that's to the new motor and transmission and the new suspension and platform, all working together. Then I would say also technology in the car. So all of the same class-leading technologies that you see in the A4 and the rest of the family are into this vehicle. And that's important because this is our highest volume vehicle. And then increase in space, because that's a big deal. And we have more room in the second row by another 10 millimeters. And then we also have over 60.4 cubic feet of cargo space when you fold down the seats. It sounds like a little, but 10 millimeters of legroom is actually quite a lot.
Last question, completely off the cuff. What's your favorite color in this car?
I've been trying to bring back the green car for the past 2 years.
What is your green mission?
I don't know. I mean, let's be honest. The 90s were the last good decade, right? We all need to be driving green cars with tan interiors.
Right.
But it's just because you don't see it much anymore. And it's kind of making a comeback. I have green on A4, A5, and Q5. It just seems to work very well. I mean, we saw some of the European cars here in the Azores green. It looks, at least to me, quite nice. The response has been pretty nice too. I mean, personally, my favorite color for cars is red, with green maybe a close second, but a bright red on an SUV just doesn't really work very well.
What will happen to Audi's famous 50 Shades of Grey?
Well, we would try to change that maybe a little, but the fact is, it's what the customers are ordering and what they're buying. So you have a lot of monochromatic cars. I think something like 75 or 80% of cars sold last year were monochrome color, and it's just what people want. So hopefully, you see more colors and try to turn the tide a little bit.
Perhaps you're saying should be make America not boring again.
Definitely not going there.
So let's talk about the colors that are offered. So obviously you have your 50 Shades of Grey and then a green.
I have two grays. So I have 2 shades of gray. Silver, 2 whites, 2 blacks, 3 blues actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really getting out of control there.
Getting out of control.
So wait, is there a guy that sits at Audi and then at the end of each month comes back and says, "So Anthony, this green thing, we sold X amount last month. How's that working for you?" Do you have to justify your choice of color?
Sometimes yes. Sometimes it's a fight. But I mean, variety is somewhat needed.